We suffer for our art sometimes, and by suffer, I mean, this isn't gonna be a sexy local dairy, non-homogenized, minimally pasteurized product review or anything like that. It's kind of a necessary evil. So which one's better, TruMoo Zero or Nesquik Zero? I guess we'll find out. All right, we're here on the banks of the Red River in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Of course, Minnesota, East Grand Forks is just a couple hundred yards behind me. Lately, they have been coming out with no sugar added and higher protein milk concoctions, I guess following on Fairlife's success, which now has reached, I think, $1 billion in sales per year. So Dairy Farmers of America have come out with TruMoo Zero. It's available here in Grand Forks. I've not seen it in a lot of other places. It's, I think, being test marketed in certain locations. And Nesquik Zero. Nesquik Zero, I've seen all over the place wherever they carry Nesquik. So that's probably a little bit more nationwide at this point. All right, so DFA, Dairy Farmers of America, have also come out with this stuff called Milk 50, which is in the same sort of bottle as the TruMoo Zero. Not only is it zero sugar added, it's also skim chocolate milk. How is this? You pour it out, it is just kind of got an ugly sort of ashen gray color. Maybe representative of how this is going to taste, but let's find out. Oh. Well, the first thing that's like glaringly obvious is this is a skim milk, and it is like unnaturally gummy and thick and just kind of has a slimy texture to it. I guess they're trying to thicken it up to make it feel, I don't know, like regular milk, but the chocolate milk paradigm's got lots of things going for it. Chocolate, sweetness, salt, cream flavor, all that together for me is greater than the sum of its parts. This is like removed everything that would be pleasurable about a chocolate milk and just giving you kind of like a grayish brown liquid in place of it. There's no taste here. There's no chocolate flavor, there's no sweetness, there's no salt, there's definitely no cream flavor. It's just kind of got an unnatural feeling, gummy texture. And kind of an astringency on the back end, like a drying kind of chalkiness on the tongue. I'm not sure if this has added protein. I don't care enough to even look at the label right now. Let's find out. Wow, this stuff is disgusting. 75% less sugar, 50 calories, lactose free. I've had 50 calorie stuff that tastes a lot better than this. It actually makes you feel something instead of nothing. And this is just completely devoid of any flavor, texture, anything positive that you'd associate with chocolate milk. So I definitely avoid this one. It's nasty. Okay, so Nesquik Zero. Been seeing this available in stores, kind of jumps out at you with the green. Nesquik's always got super attractive packaging. I wish the product on the inside was usually a little bit better. Not a huge Nesquik fan, but I think anyone that's had more than 50 or so chocolate milks would probably arrive at that as well, that it's there, it's available. So if regular Nesquik's not all that great, how is Nesquik Zero? Well, it's not super exciting. There's no real face-twisting flavors or anything like that. It is sweetened with Ace K and sucralose. It's a common sweetener profile now. Their sweetness peaks at different points in the sipping experience. So it's meant to sort of flatten the sweetness curve or make it more uniform in the mouth. So yeah, I mean, it's still like below average chocolate milk for sure. If you don't want the extra sugar or whatever and you're looking for chocolate milk, this still sort of tastes like chocolate milk in that blandish Nesquik kind of flavor way. It's congruent with the brand, and yeah, it won't really surprise you one way or the other. All right, so TruMoo Zero. I've been trying to track this stuff down for a while. Feels like a fool's errand for sure, trying to track down a chocolate milk that you're pretty sure is gonna suck. But I was excited to see it. So they decided to go no sugar added on this chocolate milk, but they left the fat in for a whole milk, which I think is a smart move. You know, you should at least have something that anchors it to a chocolate milk, like a normal chocolate milk. They pour it out, it looks appropriately milky, got an okay color, looks like normal TruMoo. So how is it? I mean, after having the other two, it does stand out. It's significantly better than certainly the Dairy Pure, which is awful, and the Nesquik Zero as well. By virtue of it being whole milk, and it still feels milky, and that's a weird word to say as an adult, but it does feel appropriately milky. The sweet and salty balance is there. It's not, again, overly chocolatey at all. The regular TruMoo isn't either, but it's got kind of a nice flavor. But yeah, I'm kind of impressed by the sweetener profile. Searching for an aftertaste here, which was present in the other two for sure. It's just not as obvious in this case that this is like a no sugar added chocolate milk. So I'd say the scientists or whoever cooked this stuff up in the lab did a pretty good job in terms of making the cream, I guess, more the focus of the drink and not that's kind of a funky sweetener, but whatever, I would prefer this to Fairlife even. And Fairlife is more chocolatey, I guess, but Fairlife's sweetener profile, I feel like, is a lot more distracting and kind of twangy. So in summary, between these three zero chocolate milks, definitely the TruMoo is by far the best of them. A significant drop off, and then the Nesquik Zero, which again is not going to surprise you. Last place would be the Dairy Pure Milk 50 stuff, which is absolutely vile. Yeah, in the meantime, try this stuff if you must, but check out the website and the map for any local dairies that are more concerned with giving you a delicious local product. I think you'll be more satisfied with that if you're in a chocolate milk. Arm's tired just from holding up a stupid phone. It's like, God, I got bad shoulders, I gotta say.